Here's a quick video for you. This is an old Samsung TV remote. It belongs to a very old CRT TV. The issue with this remote is that some of the keys, for example the power button, volume up, volume down, and the channel selectors are very worn out, and while channel selector does respond when I press on it really hardly, buttons like volume up, down, and power buttons did not respond at all, as you can see. So what I want to do now is I want to show you how to fix these very worn out buttons with some common tools you might have around the house. So I did this before with an LG remote and it still works to this day. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some aluminum foil. In this case I'm using a self-adhesive aluminum tape, but this is what I have at hand. You can use aluminum foil, it will work the same. We will not be using the glue on this part on this aluminum tape. And you're going to need some super glue. First thing you're going to do is I'm going to get a marker and I want to mark all the buttons that do not work. So first I know that the power button doesn't work. After marking all the buttons we need to fix, we're going to need to take the remote apart. So how this works, you can see that each button is actually just two conductive traces and a conductive rubber pad that attaches the two pads together, and you have contact. And what you should do before attempting any of this is you should try to clean all of the pads that don't work properly and clean these little rubber pads with some isopropyl alcohol. And if that doesn't work, that means that these conductive rubber pads are actually worn out, which I know they are in my case because I already tried cleaning them. So what you're going to do is, you can see this is the power button that I already fixed. What we're going to do is, since this conductive rubber pad is no longer conductive, what we're going to do is we're going to take a bit of aluminum foil and we're going to stick it on the pads that don't work properly. Now I have seen some people on YouTube trying to fix this with some sorts of conductive paint, maybe taking a pencil and covering the surface of the rubber pad with conductive material, but I found this method with aluminum foil to be by far the most successful and long-lasting method of all. So that's what we're going to do here. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out a little square of aluminum foil like this. Put it somewhere safe. You're going to locate the key that doesn't work. In my case, let's do volume up. You're going to grab the super glue and literally just touch. I think I placed a bit too much, and what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the aluminum foil like this, conductive side towards your finger, and press it into place. And then you're going to hold it for 30 to 60 seconds. In my case this is super glue, so it should solidify within a minute. So just keep it like that in place. Like this. Now you can see glued this bit of aluminum foil on the conductive rubber pad. Now we're still using the elasticity of the rubber pad, but the conductive layer is not being provided by the carbon inside the rubber, but by this bit of aluminum foil. Now if we put the remote together, just enough for me to demonstrate that this button now actually does work. You can see that there was a marking with a blue marker, which means that it didn't work before. And now if I press it, you can see that it does actually now work. It keeps falling over, but pressing the volume up, it now works. Now volume down still doesn't work, so let's do that one next. We repeat the procedure. Cut out a small bit of aluminum foil like this. Put a tiniest amount of super glue. I put a bit too much, so let's pick it up with some toilet paper. So that should be tiniest drop of super glue, and then put it on the finger and just press and hold it in place till the glue solidifies. Like this. You can see I covered the entire pad with aluminum foil, and now if I put the pad where it's supposed to be, volume up works, volume down also works. See, I'm pressing the volume down button, which didn't previously work. Now let's do the mute button, which is a bit smaller. You can see pressing the mute button does nothing. That's this button right here. You can see mute. We are doing the exact same procedure, except I might have to do a bit smaller piece. Let's see if it will fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit, so I'll have to... You can cut this in circles, but I found that to be not necessary. So you can also probably do it the other way. You can probably also glue it any other way, but I found this method too much glue. I found this method to be the easiest, so that's what I use. I can probably just put it on with a screwdriver in place like this and hold it in place till the glue solidifies. Like this. It's now glued in place, and if I put it back into place like this, you can... Let me demonstrate it like this. You can see that both volume up, volume down and mute now work. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to... These two buttons do actually work, but I'm going to do them anyways because I need to press on them quite hard for them to register, and I'm going to do the other few buttons that started giving me issues, and that's it. This remote will be fixed. So let's do that now. I covered every one that didn't work with the bit of aluminum foil. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the remote back together like this, and we're going to want to make sure that it works properly. So now you can see that now that the remote is all back together, you can see that the power button now works, volume up works, volume down works, mute works, channel up also works, channel down works, enter input works, and the turbo button also works. And that's it. All the buttons that worked before still work, and that's it. This remote works. Now, I didn't actually fix this remote to use it on a CRT TV. The neat thing about these Samsung TVs is you can take this old CRT TV remote and use it on a brand new smart TV, as long as it is made by Samsung. So yeah, this TV I'm going to use in the service for servicing TVs, and that's it.